folks, welcome back to the lesson. We're doing Tool Sober. Not a particularly difficult one either, quite an accessible Tool song I'd suggest. Voted for by all these lovely patrons, thanks indeed for your support. Tuning, you need to go drop D for this one, so your low string should match your 4th string. Tone wise, this is a fun one. You're going to need a gain pedal, so I'm using the Dirt, funny little boxes. Not very much on the actual Dirt setting. For all that good stuff. Then you're also going to need, for that intro part, and I think maybe the middle solo, some delay. It's about 400 milliseconds with this many repeats. And the mix is probably, I guess, 30-40%. Or you could use tap tempo to get you an 8th note, which would also work. Then you want Rotary. I'm using the Boss RT2 for the... for all that stuff. Superb use of the effect, I love it. So let's dive in, shall we? It starts with the bass and there's some like, you know, feedback and stuff going on. Then you've got this unison bend on the 10th fret on the B. You got that going on. Essentially, if I take off the effects, you've got then you go into this where you're holding the bend, you know, and you're doing this rhythm of for that bar. Then next bar is goes like that. Okay, one more time. Then you gradually start to drop this bend down, so and then you're into the next bit. Don't worry too much. You could just do and then you want 5 bars worth of just a gradual thing going on, right? Okay, don't worry about being too prescriptive with the tab above. I'd probably leave the distortion on for this, so I would take the delay off, leave the distortion on, then play. So there you're playing an octave, but you want that D string to ring out. Usually with octaves you're going to be muting the string in between, but not this time. So you want to arch your finger ever so slightly and play 0, 12, 0, 14, right? Like that. So you'd have and some light string mutes. I would use palm muting as well as muting these strings actually. A couple of little 8th notes there, and then you go into the sort of main verse motif. I have tabbed the open like D string, right, as it now is, to sort of drone along. I don't know that I'm hitting it every time actually, so you know you could ignore a little bit of that. Especially if you've got too much gain, you probably want to use your first finger to lightly mute it, so you just have. So I kind of throw it in every now and again, I think, but the rhythm is going to be. That's the first 2 bars. That little slide there. Pretty cool. Then you do another slide up to the from 10 to 13. Then you go 10 to 12 again. then the last two. One more time slowly. 3, 4. Then you're going to put on the rotary. I would take off the dirt at that point and put the rotary on, because this one actually has a bit of dirt of its own, which sounds cool. So you'd go. Like that. And then the rotary comes off at that point, right? I would still maintain this shape. But he might just be playing the low 3 there, really. It's quite hard to tell with the rotary on. But either way, you're going to play 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. I hear that. And then he goes to the next one. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Up 1 fret again. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Like that. And then I think he's just again playing the lower parts for this. You'd have. So similar to what you played before, really. You're just playing like a lower register of it. Then you're going to put your distortion back on and you're going to play these. It's like a double power chord. One power chord there, another power chord there, right? And you've got. For the last bit, right? So a 2-bar phrase. Like that. Up 1 fret. And again, I'm using a bit of palm muting and I'm covering all the strings. You could do that. But I like to deaden it right down. And then back around. And this time, when you get to that point, you do like a tremolo pick. And I would bend these notes ever so slightly, like with these 2 fingers pulled down, right? Which sounds pretty cool. Then you're into this. Which is awesome. So we go 2 bars of this. Then 1st fret. So same as this, right? Just playing it an octave down. So you do 3 of those. The 4th one, you just play. Like that. I'd probably put the delay on for this next bit. It's like a little mini solo break. You have. You don't need to put the delay on. I don't know that he does, but I like it. Anyway, you 12th fret. Slow bend there. Then we have again. And then the next part is like that. Then your rotary's back on for this part. Like that. I think there's some flanger on here actually. I forgot to plug my flanger in. Probably want a flanger for this bit. This part, you flatten your 1st finger and you're playing this. So just a slightly different voicing for that part, but They, I think the rhythm's the same. Back into this. And then it's the chorus part. You already know these parts. Only difference is it plays that 3 times. The 4th time, it just comes in on the 3rd beat rather than the 2nd beat. So it's just delayed by a beat, basically. Then we've just got this like D5 thing ringing out. And you bend it, I would bend it down slightly so you leave all these 3 strings. If you bend up, you're going to kill that D string, right? And that just goes into feedback. So you go 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So you strike it, slide up, and strike it again. And then feedback for like another 6 bars. The bass comes in for about 8 bars. Vocals do like 4 bars, and then after that part, the delay's on there. It might even be a slightly different delay tone. Anyway, put it on if you want, or not. Then you got that sort of, that's the sound. But I think it's actually, it's like a pick scrape. So have fun with that. 4 of those, another chorus. Then this is like the outro section now. I mean, you can kind of do what you want here, but I've tabbed 2, 3, 4. Then it goes into this. And then like that. So let me clean that up. So you have a bar of this. 2, 3, 4. So let's just do the next 2 bars. Okay. 2. Then you go little finger on the 6th fret here. Then and around again, right? And then you're up here. That might even be a little incidental while he moves to this. You know, that stuff. So, anyway, we have. Like that. That's an incidental again. Then we go here. And then again up here. And then back again. Like that. And then you end with. So let me go through it so you can hear it in context. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last bar, which is and into that end bit. So you've got all the parts there. If you want to join those together, you can. Then you go and then you end with. And that, folks, is it. Hope you enjoyed that one. See you again soon.